Have you ever wondered about what type of writing advice to follow? That's the question I'm addressing today in The Right Question. I'm Daphne Gray Grant, the Publication Coach. I have a question from Andy McGuire, an agronomist based in Moses Lake, Washington. Here's what he's asked via email. As the owner of many writing books, I wonder if it is best to follow the advice that I received when we had our first child. Pick one parenting book you like and refuse to look at any others. Thanks for your terrific and amusing question, Andy. As a mother of triplets, I know what you mean by parenting books. There is so much conflicting advice out there, it's often helpful and less confusing to our kids to pick one expert and follow their advice. But books about writing are different. Here's why. With parenting, you're dealing with other people at a particularly vulnerable stage of their lives, childhood. Consistency is really important for them. I'd even say it's essential. If your kids are getting mixed messages, that's going to lead to family problems down the road. With writing, however, you're dealing with your own life, and at a time when you're less vulnerable than most 7-year-olds. The other thing about writing is that while there are certain principles that apply to most people, we're all unique. You're probably going to be better off tailoring your own plan, one that works specifically for you. Think about writing advice as a smorgasbord. No one's going to make you eat green beans or broccoli if you really hate those items. Also, you'll have the opportunity to try small tastes of food that you might be too nervous to order by the plateful. Pickled herring, perhaps? Maybe sauerkraut. You may try both these items, and if you find you dislike them, well, they're only a tablespoonful on your plate, and no one's going to make you eat them again. Or alternatively, you might discover that pickled herring or sauerkraut is delicious to you. You've discovered a new food. Hurrah! Similarly with writing, small ideas from books might give you a tip or even a new framework that causes you to approach your writing differently. Don't shut yourself off from chances like that. The other risk of following just one writing book is that very few of them address all stages of the process. For example, some specialize in editing, others in academic writing, still others in motivational issues. If you focus on just one book, you're unlikely to get all the benefits you need. Just one final point, however, and that is you should make sure you do more than just read books about writing. You also need to write. Try to get at least 15 minutes for that every day. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from British entrepreneur Richard Branson. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing and falling over. Andy, I wonder if you've asked your question about refusing to look at more than one book as a way of focusing your writing practice. I'm all for focus, but I don't believe it takes huge amounts of time. If you spend 5 to 15 minutes writing every day, you'll still have plenty of time to read all the writing books you want. And speaking of books on writing, if you'd like to stop procrastinating and make writing a happier, more fulfilling process for you, I suggest you take a look at my new book, Your Happy First Draft. It's not available in bookstores or via Amazon. The only place to buy it is via my website, link below.